I just float with it. Fuck what you did, I'm at your throat with it. You can learn something, take a note with it. Dedicated my life, I took an oath with it. For the blood of my brothers, we don't do no switching. I run with who I run with, ain't no clicking. Try me, do you done with no decision. Lead a scene like a Mack truck with 4 collisions. Polls everywhere, but they ain't gon' vote this in. Coming at you live and direct, I don't do no dissing.
Alright, Shalom Israel, Yahweh Shemel Shabbat. To all the brothers, Yahweh Shema Alatan Shemel Shabbat, to all the sisters. Hey, y'all, let me know if the audio's too up. Let me know if you can hear me. I believe y'all should be able to hear me quite clearly. Y'all just let me know. Make sure we ain't got no, technical issues before I jump into it. If y'all will see in the chat, also, we got a poll in the chat, right? The poll. So I want y'all to decide which topic we're going to cover first. I'm going to go into Red Pill podcasts, and I'm going to go into dating shows. All right. The word to Kaya last is she says Khan. All right. Most High in Christ. The sound is to word. So y'all go ahead and vote on that poll. You know what I'm saying? Let me know if y'all want to see me cover Red Pill podcasts first, or if y'all want to see me cover dating shows first. All right. So y'all put in that poll. Also, if y'all are new to the channel, make sure you follow the channel. Make sure you like the live, share it. You know what I'm saying? Drop a comment too. You know what I'm saying? If you're feeling generous, drop a gift. You know, hey, y'all do what y'all gonna do. You know what I'm saying? But we gotta get these followers up, and then I want you to share the live. Make sure you like it, share it to friends. You know what I'm saying? Let's get this thing going. All right, let me make sure my Wi-Fi is to work. Give me one. So let's get this thing going. All right, let me make sure my Wi-Fi is to work. Give me one. Let me know if y'all can see the poll in the chat. If y'all can see it, and then I want you to drop an answer whether you want me to cover Red Pill podcast first or whether you want me to cover these dating shows first. So we got about 2 minutes left on the poll. Y'all don't see the poll? Okay. All right. Let me see. Let me check if I see on my screen. If you don't see it, just put it in the chat. Put it in the chat which one you want me to break down first. All right, and I'll see which one gets the most coverage. So whether it be if you want to see me cover Red Pill podcast first, or you want me to see me cover dating shows first, just type it in the chat and we'll get into it. Check on my screen. Okay, for the poll, there's like this poll icon in the top left. It looks kind of like a checklist. If you click that, it will bring up the poll. All right, so I'm watching the live right here. So if I show it on my screen, right here on the left, there's this icon right here. If you click that, it will open up the poll. But I think it's about to end shortly, so y'all just type into it. Shalom to everybody that's joining, you know what I'm saying? Welcome. Yeah, we got sound effects this show. We got sound effects. Let's go. Listen, I told y'all the production was finna be up the second show. All right, we in the building. So y'all just let me know what we want to cover, and then we'll get right into it. All right. Took about 3 seconds on this poll. Okay. All right. The poll is towards Red Pill content. All right, we're gonna cover Red Pill content first. Okay, no sweat. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play a video. We'll get Red Pill content. All right, so we're gonna play this one.
Make 6 videos.
Okay, let me quickly share my screen. Screen share too. Yeah, we got all that. All right, so we're gonna cover Red Pill content. All right, so this I don't know if y'all know this individual. You know, this is a popular Red Pill, you know what I'm saying, podcast host called Myron Gaines, and he's gonna tell you, you know, how you become or what it means to be a high value man. All right, we're gonna break this down. Hey, shalom to ISUPK Montreal. Yahweh Shem Yahshua Barakatah.
Make 6 figures per year, 35 or older, have 6 months to 1 year of savings, be in shape, and then have had sex with 50 women.
And that's the point where you would say, okay, now it could be an intelligent decision to settle down with one woman.
Yes, because now you have not only the prerequisite finances, where I would consider you like an entry level, higher value guy, it'll increase the likelihood that an average woman will submit to you and follow your lead. Then also on top of that, you don't have the wool over your eyes with like, oh, she touched my pee-pee, I want to commit to this girl, because you have sexual experience.
Right. So y'all heard what he said. Let me know if y'all agree or disagree. Is that what a high value man is? Let's break it down. So he says a high value man, you
Make 6 figures per year.
6 figures per year. Okay. So 6 figures per year. We're talking monetary, 35 or older.
35 or older, have 6 months to 1 year of savings.
6 months to 1 year of savings.
Be in shape, and then have
shape. Okay.
had sex with 50 women.
And then have slept with 50 women. Okay, in order to be a high value man, you need to have slept with 50. No, that's, I believe that he said that's a entry level high value man. You have to have slept with over 50 women.
And that's the point where you would
That's the
say,
point.
okay, now it could be an intelligent decision to settle down with one woman.
Yes, because now you have not only the prerequisite finances, where I would consider you like an entry level, higher value guy, it'll increase the likelihood that an average woman will submit to you and follow your lead. Then
So he says, if you have all these prerequisites, you gotta have 6 figures in the bank, you gotta have savings, be in shape. You know what I'm saying? I agree with being in shape for sure. But he says, you have to have slept with 50 women, right? And that will increase the likelihood, apparently, of a woman submitting to you. Y'all let me know if y'all agree with that. Y'all definitely let me know. All right. So we're gonna finish off the video, and then we're gonna get into it.
And also,
the problem on what he's saying.
on top of that, you don't have the wool over your eyes with like, oh, she touched my pee-pee, I want to commit to this girl, because you have sexual experience.
Okay. So that's what a high value man is, according to Mr. Myron here. The problem with that is that, okay, red pill content, all they do is complain about how all these women are 304s, they got high body counts, they got this, that, and the third. But he's just straight up telling you, in order to be a high value man, in order to be desirable by women, you have to have slept with over 50 women. And I'm assuming he ain't keeping these. I assuming he doesn't have now 50 wives that he's, taking care of and leading and guiding. But you have to have slept with over 50 women. So what are you then creating in becoming a quote unquote high value man? You are creating the same women that you complain about. You are creating the same exact 304s that have all these high body counts, and you want to complain and whine. And the whole thing about red pill content is that, women in the West or this, that, and the third is, they're promiscuous and they ain't traditional. Meanwhile, in order to be a high value man, you have to create the same woman you complain about. All right, y'all let me know if maybe it's just me. Y'all let me know if y'all agree with Myron or disagree. Y'all put in the comments what y'all think, how y'all feel about that video. All right. And while y'all are doing that, I'm gonna get this for you real quick. Let me get this Bible verse, right? This is Exodus chapter 22 and verse 16. It says, "And if a man entice a maid that is not betrothed," so this is a woman that's, she doesn't belong to any man. She's not betrothed. She's not promised to any man, and lie with her, he shall surely endow her to be his wife. All right. So if you sleep with a woman who doesn't belong to anybody, this woman now becomes your wife. And the problem with what Myron is saying is that in order to become this, high value male, you have to have slept with over 50 women. But he doesn't consider this. Sex in the Bible is marriage. He doesn't consider that if you lie down with a woman, that is now your wife. You are now joined with this person, and you cannot leave her until you die, until either of you are unalived. All right? That's what he does not consider. So while he is telling you, giving you this guidance on how to become a high value man, he does not consider that really biblically, once you have sex with a woman, this is your wife. He is now just creating whores, because I assume, you're not keeping all 50. if you can handle 50, then handle 50. But that is certainly not a prerequisite to be a high value man. Let's see what the Bible says. The type of man, that you should give your daughter to, or the type of man that is a good fit for these sisters out here. Let's see who let's see who really is a high value man according to the Bible. All right, we're gonna get it right here. Ecclesiasticus chapter 7 and verse 25. All right, it says, "Marry thy daughter, and so shalt thou have performed a weighty matter." All right, so to give off your daughter to marry, to get a husband, giving away your daughter for a man, you perform a weighty matter. This ain't no light thing, you know what I'm saying? The man that you choose to be the leader for your daughter, you know what I'm saying, to guide your daughter, to protect your daughter in your stead, it's a weighty matter. And let's see who it says you should give your daughter to. But give her to a man of understanding. Give her to a man of understanding. It don't say give her to a man that's earning making 6 figures a year, has 6 months to 1 year of savings in the account, is in shape, has slept with 50 women. It don't say none of these things. It say give her to a man of understanding. You give her to a man that understands these law, statutes, and commandments, that understands how to treat a woman, that understands how to guide a woman, that understands how to lead a woman, that understands that life is more than just 6 figures. Life is more than just sleeping with this woman and that woman and throwing them away. All right, that's what a high value man is according to the Bible. That's the problem with these red pill, red pill content. They get your mind just geared towards money. Money, money, money. Once you earn this certain amount, you can have whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? Once you earn this certain amount, then you can, deal with multiple women. Then you can, do this, do whatever you want, and just really you have no kind of consequence, because you are high value man. You got the pick of the litter. You got all these options, right? Let me tell you something. You do not need to be what Myron calls a high value man in order to get more than one woman. More than one woman, and I'll tell you this for free, having more than one wife is absolutely biblical. It's absolutely biblical. You have Christians tell you no, monogamy and all that, but listen, having more than one wife is absolutely in the Bible, and you do not need 6 figures in order to do so. What's better to be is a man of understanding. If you are a man of understanding, then you will have brothers contact you and say, listen, I want you to marry my daughter. You have multiple brothers contact you and say, listen, I see you're a man of understanding. I see you're a man of integrity and hard work. I want you to take my daughter, to lead my daughter, to protect her in my stead. All right. So we're gonna get into biblically. You don't need to be this quote unquote high value man and earning 6 figures in order to for polygamy now to be acceptable. All right. So we're gonna get it in the Bible. We bring it to Isaiah chapter 4 and verse 1. It says, "And in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man." So here's the polygamy right here. Here's what all these red pill, podcasts talk about. They talk about, when you earn these 6 figures, you got the pick of the litter. You can have as many women as you want. This scripture is saying 7 women will take hold of one man. That's that. It's like that's that right there. That's polygamy. All right. Saying, but do they say, oh, he's earning 6 figures. That's why it's okay for this man to have more than one wife, or he's this, he's this high value man. He in shape, so that's why the 7 women are coming. These women will say, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. So they're gonna provide for themselves. They don't need this man to be earning 6 figures. In this day and age, a lot of women are out earning men. It's not really money that these sisters need. It ain't money, it ain't monetary value. What these sisters need is a good head, a good leader, good guidance, protection, a man of understanding. That's why they say we will eat our own bread. We will wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. Now you listen to Red Pill podcast, they'll tell you, earn all this money and you'll just get all these women. But what they don't tell you is that those women are just there for your money. They just there because you earn in this amount. You can buy them this, that, and the third. You can quote unquote provide, which, you should provide for your woman, but providing ain't just about monetary, ain't just about paying her bills and buying her a Birkin bag and this, that, and the third. That ain't what providing is. Providing in the Bible is providing. You provide guidance. You provide a sister with stability. You provide her with instruction. All right, so she knows how to move. She knows what to do. She knows, okay, if she's earning this amount of money, you tell her what to do with it. You tell her where to put it. You tell her, you know what I'm saying? You give her guidance on what to do. That's what you should provide. You should provide protection. You should be willing to be unalived for a sister. All right? I see a question in the chat. Let me see. Someone asked a question. How do you go about having more than one wife? It's very simple. You get one wife. Once you have sex with this woman, she is now your wife. If you decide to have sex with another woman, that is now your wife. There you go. You got more than one wife. That's pretty much it. You know what I'm saying? All you gotta do once you get a wife, the Bible ain't about divorce. So once you have a wife, you can't leave this woman. You have to be with her for the rest of your life, or unless she commits adultery. All right, that's how you do it. You know what I'm saying? Every brother is different. Every brother has, a different might have a different desire for how many women he desires. If he desires, some brothers might not even desire one. Some might just desire to, not have any women and just be about the work of the Lord. Another brother might just desire one. They said one is cool, that's cool. Another brother might desire 2, 3. Some brothers can handle up to 10. All right, it's all kind of down to that brother. All right. Somebody said, the same person asked, what is polygamy all about? Polygamy is not really about, I don't know if it's necessarily about anything. Now, the Bible says be fruitful and multiply. So, you know what I'm saying? You could say it's about that. Really, it's about building your nation. You have more than one woman, you can have far more children. It's not really, every brother will have different reasons for having more than one, if they desire to have more than one woman, right? It's not really about, it's not about anything. It's not about this, that, and the third. There'll be different reasons. You can have, you can have sisters that work. You can have sisters that take care of the house. However that man chooses to run his household, however many women he can handle, that's about how, that's I guess what it's about. If that answers your question. Y'all just let me know. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, you look throughout history, most societies throughout history were polygamous. It's really the odd one out. It's really this more modern, the oppressor comes into play, and that man, they a little bit of sugar in the oppressor's tank. So I don't know. He says you can only have one. You can only have one. If you want another one, you have to divorce the first one, and to get a new one. Which really, that's adultery. If you leave a woman, that's in the Bible. If you leave a woman to get another one, that is adultery. Right? That is adultery. Let me tell you something. The Christian church teaches adultery. All right, the ISUPK, we teach the truth. If y'all want to know the truth about how to deal with women, how to deal with, if you're a sister, how to deal with brothers, and how to get a husband, you come into the ISUPK, man. We're in the UK. We're across all the states. And if you're in the UK, we're at 394 Lodge Road, B18 5PW. Make sure you tune into our classes. Make sure you check into our class to get the Bible breakdown. All right. But okay. Now this is what you should do once you get a wife. It ain't about, sleeping with 50 women in order to be a high value man. This is what the Bible says, right? It says in Ecclesiasticus chapter 26 and verse 20. In fact, let me go into the chapter for this one, because I'm going to read a bit further. All right. All right, so Ecclesiasticus 26 and verse 20. When thou hast gotten a fruitful possession through all the field, sow it with thine own seed. Now, this, I don't know if y'all know this. I don't know if you can read through the lines, this poetic language. It's talking about a woman. All right, if you get a fruitful possession, once you marry a woman, she becomes your possession. All right, she belongs to you. Sow it with thine own seed. I'm sure y'all can, I'm sure y'all learn about the birds and the bees. It says, sow it with thine own seed, trusting in the goodness of thy stock. So thy race which thou leavest shall be magnified, having the confidence of their good descent. So your children, and that's why as well, you should be very selective on a woman you decide to sleep with. Should be very selective on the woman you decide to sleep with, because that woman, according to the Bible, is your wife. All right. Now you have plenty of people, just having, intercourse for fun. It's all fun and games until, you get that text saying, she late. It's all fun and games, and now you ain't too sure about this. You worried because you don't trust in that stock. You wasn't really selective on who you slept with. You was just, trying to get to this number 50, trying to become a high value man or whatever you was trying to do, trying to have fun. And now you have a child with a woman who you don't trust in. You don't know this woman, like you don't know from from anything. She could be have all sorts of mental issues of, and you see it. You see it a lot. Brother don't want to stick around with this woman because really he don't, he ain't willing to be with her. He ain't willing to protect her and lead her and guide her. So now he leaves and she puts him on child support and this, that, and the third and all these different issues. You try to be a high value man. That value going down when you put on child support. I'll tell you that much. I'll tell you that much. You have to pay whatever amount that the court says, it's really just to put money in their pocket. But they'll tell you how much you have to pay to this woman or you get thrown in jail. You trying to be a high value man, your value is now nothing. You get arrested because you can't pay because what they tell you to pay is a ridiculous amount, or you're just broke because what they tell you to pay is a ridiculous amount. When you find a woman that you lie with, you should vet her to see if she is a woman that you would be willing. Everyone knows that children come from sex. I don't know if y'all took biology classes, but children come from sex. So if you ain't willing to have a child with this woman, you should not be sleeping with this woman. It ain't about getting to know number 50. It ain't about, thinking that you macho and you this and you that because you slept with all these women. You have to keep these women. All right. If you're just sleeping around, you're just, you're creating whores. And the Bible says there will be no whore of the daughter of Zion. All right. Let me see. So that thy race which thou leadest shall be magnified, having the confidence of their good descent. All right. It says, and harlot shall be accounted a spittle. And that's what these red pill content, that's what they want you to go for. They want you to go for these harlots to get to that number 50 in order to be a high value man. All right, but it says a married woman is a tower against death to her husband. All right, a married woman, a woman that can hold you down, a sister that is, they want to call a high value woman. A high value woman, really. You want to be high value, you read Proverbs chapter 31 and 10. A high value woman, this woman in Proverbs 31, she works, man. She takes care of her husband, she takes care of her children, she brings money home to her husband. That's what you want to call a high value woman. This woman would never leave her husband. This woman would never leave her husband because, he got fired from his job and all of a sudden he ain't earning them 6 figures no more. All right? We're going to get into the next point. Then he says, let me see, a wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man, but a godly woman is given to him that feareth the Lord. So a wicked woman is given given as a portion to a wicked man. That's what you see. That's what you see all these women, all these men getting with. You see them getting with wicked women. They fall. They do whatever they do with these women that they don't trust because they don't know. They don't know them from the back of their hand. And then you get put on all these situations, on child support, on alimony in some cases because you haven't vetted this woman, because you're not a man of understanding to even know what a good woman is. Because you yourself, if all you care about is money, you don't have no morals, you don't have no spirituality, no integrity for yourself. So how would you know how to, how would you know how to correct a woman if you can't correct yourself? If you can't guide, if you can't take guidance, how can you give guidance? All right. But a godly woman is given to him that feareth the Lord. If you want a good woman that will stay with you for the rest of your life, that will nurture you and help you and be all these things that you want, you have to fear the Lord. If you fear the Lord, if you come into the ISUPK and learn these laws, statutes, and commandments, if you learn how to be a brother with some integrity, you will receive a godly woman or godly women. You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen. As I broke down earlier, it says 7 women will lay hold of one man. All right. We got here, a dishonest woman can tempt the shame, but an honest woman will reverence her husband. All right. And that's what you see. So an honest woman will reverence her husband. It ain't about how much money he earns. It ain't about this, that, and the third. It's about the type of man that he is. Okay. And it says a shameless woman shall be counted as a dog, but she that is shamefaced will fear the Lord. And a woman that honoureth her husband shall be judged wise of all, but she that dishonoureth him in her pride shall be counted ungodly of all. All right, no sweat. So we just broke down a high value man is a man of understanding. It ain't about how much money he earns. You know, you can be in shape or you can not be in shape. Really, you want to be in shape because it's healthy. It'll help you to live longer. You'll be better equipped to do, you know, the things you need to do. But it ain't about all these things that Myron is telling you it's about. All right. We're going to get into the next topic. The next topic, we're going to stay on red pill, right? We're going to go onto passport bros. We're going to go into these passport bros and these brothers
boy,
that
you feel me?
are leaving, whether they live in the States, they live in America, go to various different countries, usually poorer countries, in order to get women because, you know, they say they're looking for something more traditional and these women are more traditional. All right, so we're going to get into it. Let's go. So we got here.
Me and my boy, you feel me? We fresh off the plane, man. We just came from Colombia, man. You know what I'm saying? Medellin and Cartagena, we out there fucking around. I want to touch on that passport, bro, shit, because that's been a big movement the past
Jeez,
3, 4 years, man, a couple years,
yeah.
you feel me? With people saying, you know, fuck American women, go here, passport, bro, get your passport, it's all green. Man, listen, I went and seen what it was firsthand.
Okay.
You feel me? He might got a different take. It might have just been the area we was in, but the area I was in, I didn't see nobody looking for no wives. Like,
Says, you know, the area he was in, he ain't seen nobody looking for no wives. You know what he's seeing? He's seeing these, you know, these brothers or these other nation men. They trying to do what Myron telling them to do. They trying to run up that body count to 50 so they can be a high value man. They ain't going over there to look for no wives, man. Listen, if you are a man of integrity, you really don't need to, you know, you don't need to go to a third world country in order to get a woman to submit to you. You know what I'm saying? If you can't get a woman to submit to you, it's really an issue with yourself. There's something lacking with yourself. It's either you don't have the facility to really lead, you don't have the integrity to be okay for a woman in order to see this is the man that I should follow. All right. All you really need to be is a man of integrity. You don't need these 6 figures. You don't need to travel to you know, the Philippines and Thailand to get a woman over there. You just need to follow these law, statutes, and commandments. And a woman will see when you put in work, when you are a man of integrity, when you do the work of the Lord, a woman will see, okay, this is a man that I can, you know, this is the man that I can submit to. This is the man that I can say Khan to one Khan. Whatever this man says, I know it's for my, you know, I know it's in my best interest. All right, but you know, these brothers, they claim they're going over there for wives, but really they're going over there for fun. They're just going over there to let loose. You know what I'm saying? They really is what they want to do is run up their body count in, you know, in America and Britain and wherever they from. But you know, these sisters are too hard to, you know, just sleep with. So they go into, you know, different places where they might be poorer. They flash that green card or they flash, you know, that American dollar, that British pound, and now, you know, they getting some play. All right, that's really what it's all about.
you feel me? Like all that, yeah, go find a wife and this and that. Nah, man, they hoeing 100 miles a minute. They hoeing 1,000 miles a minute.
That's what I was wondering.
Bro, you be walking with your girl.
And
they gonna
still
walk
be
up,
on you.
grab your dick, hola, papi,
Damn. So
slap
it's
your
like
ass. And they making eye contact. Like, they following you as you walking, like, hard.
So it's for real.
Man,
They want the blacks. They want the blacks, and I'm gonna tell you this: everything ain't all green. So, that's another story I'm gonna say for us in the future.
Do not think they like you for you.
Yeah,
nigga. They coming for
exactly.
You going over there to these third world countries, you think, this woman, she treating me so nice. You think she like you for you. She like you for what's in her bank account. She like you for, you can get into America, get a green card. I've seen stories where a brother or whoever might go over to these countries, bring a woman back. And then, after 3 years, she even had his children. I seen a story where, she was with him for like 3 years or for a good amount of time, had children with him. And, a couple years later, he just found a letter on his table, and the dining table saying, this divorce papers. And she leaving because she got what she wanted. She got the green card. She got whatever she needed, right? You don't need to fly to no different country to get a woman to submit to you. You need to become the type of man that any woman should see and say, okay, this is a man that I can submit to. This is a man that I can trust to guide. You want to become a man that you would become the type of man that you would give your daughter to. And you will see brothers, okay, they will start to give their daughter to you. Become the type of brother that a mother can see, okay, you would be a good fit for my daughter. The same with women. You want to become the type of woman that you would give to your son. That will tell you what a good woman is. I will give you some guidance on what a good woman is. And I will give brothers guidance on what you need to be in order to get a woman to submit to you. All right?
Pocket,
yeah.
So I'm just letting y'all niggas know that's watching this, because I see the same TikToks where like you have dudes out there like, bro, it's so easy to find a wife.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, hey, mommy, and then she'll come over. And you're like,
shit's
damn,
real.
he pulling them like that? Bro, they home. They all coming like that.
I didn't know that.
Bro, I'm walking up to groups of 3. He had groups of 5. I'm like, hey, group of 3, come meet group of 5. We all finna go fuck.
Group of 10 now.
That's a fact. I'm telling you. So just beware. I'm just putting this out there because I haven't seen anybody keep it real yet. They just got young boys thinking, hey, you finna go out here, you finna find a 10, and she finna worship the ground. Yeah, she gonna worship the ground you walk on, as long as it's coming out the pockets.
Yeah.
You can find them, but nigga, just beware.
So I see a lot of stuff, from more so of a relationship, or I guess a woman of values perspective, right? I know, I'm pretty sure y'all have seen that too, as to why some people go over there, they want to find a woman of value and these sorts of things. What y'all think about that? Did you guys, I guess, observe anybody or,
So they talking about they want to go over there and find a woman of value. What do they say about that?
did you get that vibe from any other women that they were more feminine, you know what I mean? Or is it the same as the States almost? Like,
that I will say. They got that down to it.
Did you get that vibe from any other women that they were more feminine, you know what I mean? Or is it the same as the States almost? Like,
that I will say. They got that down to a T. I'm not even mad at niggas going over there dropping the bag, because once you drop it, even before you drop it, they make you feel like a god.
Okay. Yeah.
And they super feminine. They got they know the look, the walk, it's just everything about them is feminine. And it's like 10s all down the street. 10s, 8s, 9s.
They got everything, like you said, that mostly that you want in a woman, but 9 times out of 10, if you're looking for a wife, you're getting a whore. But that's the only thing. But I can't speak on all of them, because I did go in grocery stores, I did go in certain different places, and they still had that feminine energy. And some of them did say that they wasn't into that. But but the cost of living for them is like, what was it, like $5 that you make a day? So it's understandable why they doing what they doing.
Shout out my boy Jake, man. He cut my hair out there at Barber. You feel me? I'll plug your Instagram.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
On the video. But he laced us because he told us, like, you might make $200 a month working a job, and that's a decent job. The going rate on the girls right now, they whooping Americans $100 an hour. So I'm gonna work a month and get $200. I fuck 2 Americans, I got 200 tonight. Already. And they might fuck 5 in a day. So you kind of see why everybody's home. Everybody's hustling. So.
I mean, why not? I mean, at that point, why not, right?
Right. So they go over there and they think they getting a housewife. They think they go over there to get a housewife. They really going over there to, they end up with whores. They end up with these 304s. And the reason is this. If you are a man that lacks integrity and you just in love with 304s, no matter where you go, these women could be as traditional as you want them to be. If you can't resist 304s, you're gonna end up with 304s. If you want a submissive woman, if you want a traditional woman, you're gonna end up with a traditional woman, because really it's what you're looking for. It's okay, do you have the self-restraint to not just, sleep with every woman that comes your way that's ready to throw it up? All right, do you have the self-restraint to actually vet a woman and see what she's about, and not just be blinded by her smile or her curves or this, that, and the third? Do you really have the understanding? That's really what it comes down to. Do you have the understanding to find a woman that you would be willing to, okay, I can see this woman being the mother of my child. I can see this woman being the mother of my child, so okay, I'll get with her. Do you have that self-restraint, or or as well, do you have the integrity in order to get a woman to follow you? Because if you don't, no matter where you go, you could go to these third world countries, you're just gonna find women that will use you for your money. The same thing you can find over here, women that will use you for your money, because really you're not the type of, it's really within yourself. You're not the type of brother that demands a certain level of respect, that demands you have to be a brother that, okay, your presence, women just want to submit to it. No matter, if you don't have that, no matter where you go, you'll run into the same issues. You could get a woman that's raised submissive, and then she spends some time with you, and you don't know how to correct her, you don't know how to guide her, you really ain't a man of integrity, and you'll find soon enough that she becomes exactly like the woman that you was trying to run away from. Because the problem, you need to look within. You need to become a man of understanding. It ain't just about having money. It's about having understanding. All right. So that's the red pill content. All right. We about, what time we on now? We a little over halfway. So I'm gonna get into these dating shows. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm almost bridge the gap.
So we
I'm gonna
did get
bridge the
a
gap
Papa
with
Lou.
the dating shows and the high value man. Let's see this quote unquote. This brother think he a high value man. Let's see how he acts. Let's see what the red pill sphere creates too. All right, we're gonna get into it.
So we did get a Papa Loon. Let's go
Okay.
ahead and go on over there, see what's going on.
Yes.
Okay, so you see this brother. He in shape. He dressed the part. You think he a high value man? Let's see how he conducts himself.
Right, if we can have your name and age and why you popped your balloon.
Hi, my name is Karma. I'm 24.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, I'm supposed to say the pop in the balloon popper. Got you. For me, it just did not work. I didn't feel like I had chemistry, or I wasn't fully attracted to you, and I feel like that counts if we were going to be going through a dating show,
Yes, the feeling is definitely mutual. So that's okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. You did me a favor.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm glad you have a great day.
Thank you, Queen. You too.
Okay, well, let's go ahead.
He said, "You queen." You gotta be careful too. You gotta be real careful with these brothers that they go out calling women queens and this, that, and the third. Listen, it might sound good to you. It might sound good to you if you're simple. But those men that call women queen, listen, queen is not in our culture. We don't call women no queen. A woman, you know what I'm saying, if she acting right, she acting real toward, she could be a princess. That's a princess. King Solomon had many princesses. But queen ain't in our culture. All right. But you have all these men that call women queen this and queen that. As soon as you get into an argument with this brother, you ain't, all of a sudden you ain't queen no more. All of a sudden, it's either queen in this passive aggressive tone, or you change that queen to a female dog. You might switch up on you. You gotta be real careful with these brothers who go around, queen this, queen that. That really is just shallow. It's real fake.
All right, we got to pop over here. If we can have your name and age and why you ended up popping your balloon.
Hi, my name is Tara. I'm 22.
Okay, and why did we end up popping our balloon?
The comment you made, didn't really. I like a more humble person. That's the one that responds. So, defensive-ish. Yeah, that's really it. I didn't really necessarily like
That's
how you
fine.
responded.
Hey, I could just all I can do is be honest.
Yeah, be honest.
I
Be your
came
authentic
over here
self.
to,
That's okay.
to find a match
Sure.
that wasn't matching. That's all, Queen.
I 100% understand.
Yes, ma'am.
Sure.
And now is she someone that's your type?
She all right. You're not really my type. I don't mean to be disrespectful.
No disrespect.
But if I seen you in public, I wouldn't reach out to you.
Totally fine.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
All right.
Brother digging himself. Listen, the way he talking, he just coming across real arrogant because he got this. He think he got this money. He think he in shape. He think, okay, yeah, I should get all the women now. But listen, that they don't teach you how to not be arrogant. That red pill, that red pill stuff. They don't teach you that. Okay, the way he was talking, he don't understand that the woman is the weaker vessel. Women are emotional. There's a certain way you can talk to a woman. There's a certain way you just shouldn't talk to a woman a certain way. There's no need to be, even in this case, he's just on a dating show. They weren't really necessarily being rude, but he turned out, he turned, okay, it was like a level 2, he turned up to like an 8 for no reason. Because I don't know, he was hurt or something. But this man clearly do not have understanding.
And we did get a pop balloon over here. Your name and age and why you ended up popping your balloon.
I'm Lex, and I'm 23, and I popped my balloon because I feel like you could be a tad bit disrespectful, like how you, like, I don't know, arrogant a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah, just that.
Well, voicing my opinion is not arrogant. She asked me if she would be a good fit for me. If I like what I see, it's contrary to the truth. So
of course.
That's all I can do is just state what I see. That's not a good look for me. That's all, Queen. But thank you. You did me a favor as well.
Yeah. Also, what I have to say is it's not what you say. This is what I mean by what I said. It's not what you say, it's how you say it.
Yes.
You could have rephrased a lot of the things that you have been saying to me as well as the other girls differently. But that's all I have to say.
But one thing about me is I'm not going to change who I am
Of course.
to fit somebody else's liking. I'm just going to tell it how it is. If you're not it, that's not it.
Cool.
The one that is it, I'm going to let it be known.
Okay.
For surely, yes.
Respectful.
All right. Your name and age and why you ended up popping your balloon.
I think, I'm going to skip this part. It was just, these days being disrespectful. And now,
because I was just like, dang.
Back.
But then with me,
okay.
You kind of got a little bit catty with me. You a little sassy just a little bit. And since you want to come at everybody over here, I'm going to get at you too. You kind of look like a Ninja Turtle. You're not that cute. You need to relax. You stocky as hell. And I was trying to be respectful, but like you was really coming out like I didn't like it. I'm from the South and I can handle like a lot of criticism and stuff like that, but the way you was coming, you just ain't like you got it all like that. And I guarantee you probably got a roommate at home and it's just not giving anymore.
Yeah. Well, let me say this, Queen. I'm a license.
You gonna see why he really, why he acting the way he acting, why he thinking the way he thinking. Because to a regular person, this, this is crazy. I don't know. First of all, even as a brother, right, you get rejected. You don't want to, there's other women around. You don't want to be looking crazy. And now all these women see you looking crazy. Now you got no chance. You might have a chance. Some of these, sisters still like they balloon them popped. But you talking, is real feminine. It's real feminine to be going back and forth with a woman. That ain't what men do.
This plumber.
I do real estate and property management.
I live downtown.
So what you doing?
I live
Nothing compared to
downtown.
me.
I stay by myself, Queen. And you're not even qualified to be even
You
dealing
say
with me.
everybody not qualified.
You definitely not. If anything, it was one of these two. I wasn't even looking your way. You
And
ain't
the one
my
that you
type.
wanted popped
If I
up
seen, that's fine.
So what?
That is totally fine.
Okay.
But one thing about me, I could pull 100,000 on the bank.
Damn.
Can you do the same? Yeah, you can't do that. You can't do that though, baby. Yeah,
Let's
in a real
move
way,
on.
you
Let's
can't
move
do
on.
that though.
There go them 6 figures. Oh, he can pull 100,000 out the bank. We a high value man. Sisters, y'all put in the chat. Y'all put in the chat. He could pull 100,000 out the bank. Is that brother what you seen right there? Is this a high value man? Or would you prefer a brother with no money, but at least knows how to talk with some respect, have some decorum, some suave, some, something. Not that. Let me know what y'all would prefer. Would y'all prefer a man with 100? He could just pull 100,000, bow, drop it on the table. Or you prefer a brother with, some decorum. Like, damn. I'm gonna give you this right here. All right, where we at? We in Matthew chapter 7. I'm gonna start from verse 3. All right. For with what judgment ye judge, in fact, it's like in verse 3. And why beholdest thou the mote that is in thy brother's eye? All right, so in this case, it's in the sister's eyes where he's talking about, okay, you ain't really my type, this, that, and the third. He's told one woman she had hair in her arms, and the women he deals with don't usually have hair in their arms. Okay, cool. He said, why beholdest thou the mote that is in thy brother's eye? And the mote is like a splinter, like a speck. You have a speck of dust or maybe a splinter in your eye. But considerest not the beam that is in thine own eye. He don't consider. You see, like a construction beam, like a thick beam of wood. That's what he has in his eye. Where he can't take no criticism. He can't, he just looking at, okay, I'm just attacking these sisters. You ain't my type. You not qualified. Calling them queens in a passive aggressive way, saying they have hair in their arms, this, that, and the third. He can pull 100,000 out the bank. He don't see the beam that is in his own eye. All right. And that's if you just follow, red pill, that's how it will have you moving. Okay, I earn this amount, I got the pick of the litter, I can just talk to anybody, whatever way I see fit. Meanwhile, he don't know this on the internet. Not only did all them women see it that was in the show, all them women, including the producer of the show, the woman with the mic going back and forth. This now on the internet with thousands, if not millions of views. Damn near every woman he come by gonna see in this video and talk about. No, he's gonna look at this brother and say, "You was not qualified. He was not qualified because he's arrogant. He thinks everything's about money. He's superficial. You know what I'm saying? He really don't have no understanding. If you had some understanding, you would at least know not to speak like. If you're gonna speak like that, don't speak like that on the internet. Good night. All them high quality cameras getting your face real well. They know exactly what you look like. Yeah, good night. So like you. All right, let me see what time. We got about one more. I'm gonna fit one more video in. All right, we're gonna get this one right here. We're gonna share one more video. And we're gonna
What's your name?
Jasmine.
Jasmine, how old are you?
25.
25. And what do you do?
I'm a nursing assistant.
Okay, all right. And what do you look for in a man?
A provider, someone that knows what he wants to do in life. I guess that's pretty much it.
Okay. And now, Jasmine, what do you like to do for fun?
We just want a provider, someone who knows what he wants to do in life. Okay, cool. No sweat.
Go out, have fun. So if you don't like to go out, that's a deal breaker too. I like to
say, what she like to do for fun? She likes to go out. She likes to go out. If you don't like to go out, that's a deal breaker. Okay. No sweat.
Go on dates.
Okay. All right, cool. All right, Jasmine, what is your next question?
She said what she likes to do for fun is go on dates. Y'all let me know in the comments what that translates to you. I know what it translates to me. Y'all let me know if we thinking the same thing. For fun, she likes to go on dates.
I like to go on dates.
Okay. All right, cool. All right, Jasmine, what is your next question for the guys?
Are you guys providers?
Okay.
Do you guys like to provide?
Okay, let's start right over here.
Yeah, but I will say, your questions, your answers, like the stuff I'm getting from you is like super shallow. Like, what do you want from a man? A provider, knows what he wants.
Yeah.
Very shallow. Give me something deep. Like, tell me something about yourself that's more than just shallow.
Okay, where are you guys from? And if you're, that's where, I want to know where you're from.
I'm from Houston, Texas, but I moved from Maryland because I was in the military, and then I moved here.
Okay.
But that still didn't give me any insight about you. That's what I was looking for, and I'm digging for it too much.
Aren't these questions for you guys?
Nah, this is a conversation. Are we supposed to be finding love? You know what I'm saying?
I guess we're not gonna have one now.
We might have missed opportunity. We might have missed
I'm sorry.
Damn.
Okay, why did we end up popping?
Nah, it's just the questions. Like, it's not really that much into deep. Like, provider. Yes, I'm a provider. What else? You feel me? It's not really giving. Like, you're really trying to get to know me. You're just trying to see, can I provide?
Got some money. No, just kidding.
Right. You feel about that money. That's it. That she sees a high value. Mine is just a man with, them 6 figures. She might, get with Aaron. Maybe Aaron got a chance. Maybe the plumber maybe he got a chance with this woman because she don't care about nothing else but can he provide. I no sweat. These brothers, they want a little bit more than just, what is okay? I'm gonna provide. What else does she desire? Does she, what else does she really need from a man? That will tell you a lot about a woman. What will tell you a lot about women is what she says she wants in a man. All right.
What else?
All right, why did we end up popping our balloon?
Well, the reason why I end up popping my balloon is because, I don't feel like any of a question. I felt connected. I mean, as far as provider, I mean, I've been doing it for so long, I even forgot that it was like an actual thing to do now. You know what I mean?
Yes, men don't know how to do it nowadays.
Well, I understand, but I'm speaking for me. I just feel like if you're gonna ask me a question, make sure it's like something more than just, yo, you getting money or what? Like, what's the deal?
That's pretty much how she asked. She even makes a joke. I could joke out of it. Like she pretty much asked him, yo getting money? You heard she like to go on dates. She like to go on dates. She go out, eat. She you the meal ticket. She want to know if is you getting money? Can you give her something? That's pretty much her, criteria.
You know what I mean? So yeah, like, what's the value of a man to you?
Okay.
Yeah, like I want to know.
I feel like their thought process with me, but definitely, I still like men with money,
Yeah.
That's why.
But with that being said, like, let's say, what I'm saying, I check all your boxes. Like, as for you, what can you offer me? How do I know, like,
being a great woman?
In which way?
In every way you need, of course.
Not right there. Is nothing answer. He said, what can you provide? Okay, what type of woman are you? She said, being a great woman. In what way? In every way you need. That's that's one of them. That's one of them. Filler answers. Like, what are we talking about?
In which way?
In every way you need, of course. I mean,
you can't describe. Okay, in what way can you be a great woman? You can't describe it. Then really, you offer nothing. You can't give examples on what you gonna do for this man. You talking about you want him to provide. Okay, you gonna provide. Really, you should provide leadership over anything else. But okay, he a provider. What do you give? You're a great woman. What does that even mean? Because I'm not sure of this woman's intelligence level, but okay, I don't know what she interprets as a great woman. So you want to go into a bit more detail than that, especially the answer she given. Everybody's telling you, okay, it's real surface level, it's real shallow. And she giving absolutely nothing. It kind of gives you an insight. She really don't have anything to offer, but what seems like a figure. I don't know, like, okay, she attractive, but what is she? What aside from that? Has she really been asked these questions before? Like, has anybody else asked her? And that's another thing. Has anybody else asked you, okay, what do you bring? Like, how can you help? Like, what can you provide to my family, right? What can you provide to my household? She clearly hasn't been asked these questions, but she liked to go on dates for fun. So,
person to be with them.
Absolutely.
Or even see something in them, potential wise.
Yeah, it's too shallow for me.
Okay.
Yeah. Next.
Oh.
I think you're beautiful and everything, but I think your line of reasoning wasn't really making me feel a connection.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, and apart from, her line of
I'm
reasoning.
gonna stop it right here. Okay, boom. So I think we got the gist of it. This is just looking for money. And that's really what a lot of, these dating shows push. They push, okay, high value man, and man should provide this, that, and the third, but really you want a man with wisdom. A man can have money, but speak and act like Aaron, the plumber guy. That ain't really anything of worth, of actual worth, of note. All right, so we're gonna get the last scripture. We're gonna break down, what we should actually be learning. We shouldn't be listening to these red pill content or any of these dating shows. You can use it as entertainment, but okay, here's what you should actually be learning. All right, Titus chapter 2 and verse 1. But speak thou the things which become sound doctrine, that the aged men be sober, grave, temperate, sound in faith, in charity, which is brotherhood, and in patience. Okay, that's what men should strive to be. All right, the aged women likewise, that they be in behavior as becometh holiness. All right, now you don't see that in our elder women today. You see them being, 304s and this, that, and the third. They should be what becomes holiness, so they can teach the younger generation. All right, it says not false accusers, not giving too much wine, teachers of good things. Unfortunately, many of our sisters don't have female role models like this who can teach them how to be. You learn how to be a 304 from your mother, your auntie, your grandma. It's just generational trauma, and now you don't know how to act. All right, verse 4, that they may teach the young women to be sober, to love their husbands, to love their children. All right, that's what a young woman should be taught to be. That's what we teach in the ISUPK. We teach you how to be a good woman according to the Bible. All right, to be discreet, chaste, keepers at home, good, obedient to their husbands, that the word of God may not be blasphemed. All right, that the word of God be not blasphemed. Young men, now the brothers also, young men likewise exhort to be sober-minded, in all things showing thyself a pattern of good works, in doctrine showing uncorruptness, gravity, sincerity. And it says showing uncorruptness, not just, going for money. Some people sacrifice their morals for money. You know what I'm saying? They, just got to do whatever they do to get to that bag so they can get this magical lifestyle where women will submit to them and bow at their feet, this, that, and the third. It says sound speech that cannot be condemned, that he that is of the contrary part may be ashamed, having no evil thing to say of you. All right, that's the type of brother you should strive to be, and sisters, this is the type of woman you should strive to be. If you want to learn how to be this, you come into the ISUPK, man. Tonight's class, we got the scripture breakdown class taught by Captain of 10,000 Karathia. We're going to break down, anything you need broken down in the scripture. If you have any questions about the Bible, any questions about life, what you should do, how you should operate, you bring to the class. All right, we're going to be live on ISUPK United Kingdom Facebook and YouTube. Make sure you bring any questions you have to that class. And with that, I think we're about done. With that, I say shalom, Yahweh Bashmi al-Shabrakatam to all the brothers, and Yahweh Shema al-Atam Bashmi al-Shai to all the sisters. I see you all next Monday. Shalom.
Let's get it. I just float with it. Fuck what you did, I'm at your throat with it. You can learn something, take a note with it. Dedicated my life, I took an oath with it. For the blood of my brothers, we don't do no switching. I run with who I run with, ain't no clicking. Try me, do you done with no decision. Lead a scene like a Mack truck with 4 collisions. Polls everywhere, but they ain't gon' vote dissing. Coming at you live and direct, I don't do no dissing.